Welcome to Fresh Air is Overrated, the weekly source for anything gaming with Wild Matt and Curbs against Aaron.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, welcome to Fresh Air is Overrated. I'm Wild Matt, episode number 182 of said show. Fresh Air is Overrated, in case you forgot. Wednesday, November 5th, 2014, that is the day. I am Wild Matt. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today, but you know, that's alright. I'm still here. I didn't even go to work today. Didn't even go to work today, but I'm here. The only thing it'll affect is my voice, really. I've been coughing like a mofo the last 2 days for some reason. But, hey, what can you do? Hopefully tomorrow, though, I'll feel all better and I can go to work and stuff. All right, go check out our podcasts and our VODs on videogamepodcast.com. That's where you can find all our episodes, all 182 plus of them now. And megascorcher.com is still there. And you can find all our podcasts on the website /network there, such as Removed from Play, which is another video game show, or, go there and find out. @WildMatt is my Twitter handle, and @MegascorcherTV is another handle you should follow. It updates you about what's going on the blog, on our YouTube channel, on our Twitch, so you'll know the moment it happens. All right, let's go to new releases. So the new releases this week, there's some stuff. November's kind of busy. 2014 as a whole has not been busy for video games, though, but there's some stuff like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, easily the release of the week. It's out on everything. If you have a video gaming system that's not called a Mac or a Linux, then you can play it on it. And maybe not the handhelds. But I would not be surprised if there's an Advanced Warfare coming to the 3DS and the PS Vita soon, even though the last Call of Duty sucked. All right. The Binding of Isaac Rebirth is out on the PS4, the PC, and the Mac this week, which that's a Flash game that got made into a full game. I just downloaded it. It's a PS Plus release, and I'm going to play it maybe on the after show. We'll see. Rocksmith 2014 edition is out for the PS4 and the Xbox One. Don't think that comes with anything except the game. I think you can get it with the cable to plug your guitar in. That's about it. Depth is a PC game. It looks alright. Like you're diving in the water and then you have to shoot sharks because, what else are you going to do in the water except shoot sharks? That's all you can do, really. Alright. Eden is out on the PC. It looks like a JRPG. I really don't know too much about it. MotoGP 14 is out on the PS3, PS4, Vita, and Xbox 360. I don't know why there wasn't an Xbox One version listed, but I'm assuming there has to be a MotoGP on the Xbox One if it's on the PS4. Why not, right? Because it's a motorcycle racing game and doesn't seem like it would be that hard to put on the Xbox One. And then Harvest Moon 3D, The Lost Valley for the 3DS is out. The Hungry Horde is also a Vita PS Plus game. If you have that, you can get it for free right now. And How to Survive Storm Warning Edition for the PS4. The only reason I put it on the list is because it seems like it's getting okay reviews. That's a downloadable, if I'm not mistaken. It looked like a downloadable little thing, but who knows? The reviews weren't that bad, so go check it out. How to Survive Storm Warning Edition. All right, let's go on to the games we are playing, even though I should change that. It's just games I'm playing because I'm the only one here. All right. So I played some Destiny over the last week. I've been playing that like a regular ass first person shooter. I'm only at level 18, but I've been playing for a while. Not that long, but I've mainly been playing the competitive stuff. The single player stuff does not really interest me all that much. Like, I don't want to collect helium so I can make a gun better, or so I can level up. I'm good. Something that does interest me about Destiny, though, is how Activision just like spun the PR for that game since it's been out. Because a lot of people have been complaining about that game. Let's not kid ourselves. People complained. It's not all negative. Some people love that game. A lot of people bought it. A lot of people are still playing it. But like the whole way that Activision's coming out with is like, hey, look at all these numbers. Hey guys, look at that. They did okay. So it's like we did 350 million plus on the first day. They didn't even give us an accurate number of the money that they made on the first day. It's just like 350 million plus whatever. And after that, it's like, well, the first week was like this much, and then this is how many players we have online at once, and then this is how long they play. Dude, everybody's happy. I'm telling you, they're playing. They're happy, dude. Look. They play an hour a day. Everybody, what? It's awesome, right? And they never really come out straightforward and tell us like this is how much it sold, and they never address the fact that the game seems half finished. Never came out and said that. It's not like, hey, we listen to our feedback and we appreciate it, and we'll take a look at it. Not even that. It's just like, nope, look at these numbers. Our game's awesome. Bye. Okay, thanks Activision for fixing what is wrong with Destiny, or even acknowledging that there's something wrong with it. Jesus Christ. That DLC's not going to help in December, by the way. It's not gonna. It's just going to be a little bit more stuff, and then that's it. Same game. I love it though. Imagine if Destiny had the storyline of a Fallout or the storyline of Borderlands. And the reason I bring up those two games is because the shooting is I'm just gonna say it's terrible in those games. It sucks. The shooting in those two games suck, and that's why I don't play those games. Because I don't care if there's a good story and stuff. I want to have fun playing it, and if I don't have fun playing it, yeah, well. Destiny's really fun to play. Like, it feels a lot like Halo, but even better. All right, Mushroom Wars, get it on iOS. Check it out if you had never seen it before. It was a PS3 game. It's an RTS simplified. It's a lot of fun. NHL 15, I played today online. Some dude really pissed me off because he wasn't skipping any of the cutscenes. And then when I scored on him, I called him out. I'm like, I bet you fucking skipped this cutscene, didn't you? And then I pushed X and it was skipped. But he didn't skip any cutscenes except the ones where I scored. Even the boring ones where it's like, oh, we're just skating around for a little bit. Boop, boop. Ugh, that dude pissed me off. Then I poke-checked the puck in my own net. And then I made the game 4-2. And I was like, and I left. Because that's what you do. You leave. That was a GG, though. He won. I fucking screwed that up and he won. All right. I wanted to play Evolve this week. But the beta ended, the alpha, the big alpha ended yesterday. So I was going to play it all weekend, but the PS4 firmware screwed all of that up. We'll talk about that in the news. And the only other thing I have to talk about that excited me this week is UFC will be announcing its full 2015 schedule next week sometime, November 17th. Oh, that's not next Monday, but Monday after that. I originally thought that they were going to announce that GSP was making his comeback, because they've been talking about this November 17th date for a little bit. It's like, hey, we have a press conference on November 17th, but now we know what it's about. They could still announce that GSP's coming back, but I don't really get the point of announcing all that much in advance, because the Toronto event I wanted to go to, scrapped. The Montreal event I would have went to because the Toronto event got scrapped. So I couldn't go to any UFC shows this year. But last year, if you would have asked me last year, I would have probably went to both. All right. Before we go on to the news of the week, check out other shows on the network. Megascorcher.com. Removed from Plays on Tuesday at 7. The main phase is on Sundays at 8 p.m. And Sprawl and Brawl, which is our MMA show, will be back soon. I've been talking with... Actually, the last time I talked with Steiner was a while ago. That was like the last comeback that we did. And then, yeah. We'll see about getting a co-host on this show, too. And Insidious, I do want to bring that back, because that one's so easy. I can just sit down and talk about whatever. And then if somebody wants to join me as a co-host, it's all good. All right. News of the week. Where's my audio? That's just weird. Oh. I don't know. I guess I must have pushed mute and things muted. And now stuff is all super loud for some reason. Alright. We just came back, guys. It's only been 3 weeks. Alright. EA canceled their MOBA, Dawngate. That's been in That's been in beta for a super long time, and it opened to everybody like 5 months ago, I think. Whoops. Oh well. Some people seemed excited about that game. Is whatever, man. MOBAs. I don't even know why you would try to penetrate that, because even if you do penetrate, like, let's say 10% of the market, well, I guess 10% of the market would be a lot. That would take a lot. Like, even just to penetrate 10% in that market, you would have to spend a lot of money. And yeah, I don't think it's worth doing anymore now that there's Dota and there's League. I don't see that changing anytime soon. All right, Fallout Shadow of Boston. The trademark got filed, but turned out it was fake the whole time, and everybody got pissed. I brought it Fallout up earlier. I never got the fascination with, especially the new Fallouts, 3 specifically, and then post 3. I never really got it. I hate those games. Glitchy as shit. The gameplay sucks. The story is amazing. But it didn't keep me going. Like Assassin's Creed #1. Story is what kept me going in that game, but the gameplay was also fun. It was just goddamn repetitive as shit. That's all. It was just repetitive, and then that caused me to not play the rest of the goddamn series because I was burnt out by that point. All right. PS Plus update got revealed just to turn November. So if you haven't picked up any of these yet, do so. Binding of Isaac and SteamWorld Dig is out on the PS4 for free. Your PS3 titles are, oh man, I can't even read that from here. Something Prime, but Luftrausers is actually really awesome. I've been wanting to try that game forever, and now that it's free, I might go actually check it out. And I already brought up The Hunger Horde earlier. That just came out, and it's already free on the Vita. I have no idea what it is. And then the Escape Plan was actually a launch title. It looks alright. That game always looked okay to me, so yeah. There you go. That's your PS Plus update for November. Amazon Prime member, are you? Maybe? Well, they're currently giving away a $10 credit with anybody who purchases a $45 Amazon gift card. So essentially, that's free money. Free money. Put down 45, you get 55 back. So do it if you have Amazon Prime. It's worth it because then you'll get to spend another $10 on whatever the hell you want. All right. GTA 5. I don't know if I would say it got revealed this week on the next gen systems, but they did reveal a lot of new features about it. So here's something: the PS4 light bar, this thing here, this thing. When the cops are chasing you, it's gonna flash red and blue. Ah yeah, because you know when you play video games, you're always looking at your controller. And then what else? It has a first-person shooter mode, which usually gets hacked in all the GTA games anyways, but now it's natively in there. That's pretty cool. So you can switch back and forth, touching the touchpad on the PS4. So I don't know what's going to be on the Xbox One, maybe the back button or whatever the hell that thing is called now, because I don't know what any button is called anymore on any system. Options, share, select, I don't know. It's called something. So you can switch between the camera angles whenever you want without touch of the button. But something that's really cool is you can predefine when it switches in and out. So let's say you like to drive in third person. You can go into options and say, when I drive, third person. But when I'm on foot, first person. When I'm driving a heli, or maybe I like to be in first person because I can see where I'm going more. I don't know. But you can define all that stuff, which is awesome. There's going to be 1080p support on consoles, which I'm pretty sure we already knew that, and 4K on PC. So holy shit, if you have a powerful PC, that game's going to look amazing. Holy crap, because that game looked amazing as a PS3, Xbox 360 game. The car interiors have been redone for that first-person view, and you can turn all the dials on it and stuff. So I don't know, like when you change a station, you see your guy go like, but that's pretty cool. The police radio and phone calls come through the DualShock speaker. Swiping the touch panel will switch radio stations and also the weapons. So that's pretty cool. It's not even a button anymore. Just go like, whoop, swipe. I'm sure they'll still have buttons for that, but the swipe is cool. And Los Santos is actually filled with animals now. and they added a railgun, which everybody seems to be quite pleased about. That seems like the number one thing that I see all the time. All right. What else here? I guess that's it. There is some other minor stuff, like some stuff that already got announced. Like there's more traffic, there's more pedestrians. So like, go look at the video if you haven't already. I've been wanting to post show notes on every show, so go to the website megascorcher.com, go look up episode 182, and if you want to see that GTA trailer and you've never seen it, it's going to be posted there. And the differences between the last gen and this gen is really amazing. It makes a difference in the gameplay is what's crazy about it. So that's awesome. I can't wait to play GTA 5 because I never finished it. So Halo the Master Chief Collection will have 450 achievements. I think the total number is 4,500 gamer points. I think that's what the total is out to, which is the most any game has ever had. Which it makes sense. I mean, it's like, what, 3 games put together? I think it's 1, 2, and 3, right? Maybe. I think that's what it is. Zombies coming to Advanced Warfare for free. There was a little bit of confusion at first that maybe it was DLC because they talked about it in the first DLC pack, but they reaffirmed it that zombies will be free to everybody. So if that's your thing, don't worry about it because it's going to be in it. Some funny, interesting things going on here. Edge shaving gel are giving away DLC with their products. So here you go. You can buy whatever the flavors are here of their different shaving gels. You can get a sword, you can get some armor, you can get an assassin's hood, all for buying Edge shaving gel. Oh yeah. Okay. We are not sponsored by Edge shaving gel. I would just like to point that out. Nintendo Direct just happened today. They like to do that every month, and it's not bad. I gotta say, I wish Xbox and Sony would do something like this. I honestly do wish they would do something like that. And Kevin Butler, was that the guy's name? He's gone. He's long gone from Sony. But I think that would have been awesome to have Kevin Butler every month talking about stuff. I can't believe I even remember his name. I was trying to remember his name last week. Just it was gone, and then it just came back. I don't even know how that happened. So they revealed Majora's Mask 3DS. It's coming out spring 2015. It's a lot like that Ocarina of Time remake that they did on the system, but with Majora's Mask. Codename Steam is coming to spring. Is coming this spring. Sorry, this upcoming spring. It's on the 3DS too. That looks like a cool little freaking strategy game. It looks like man, what's that game that came out last year? That was a strategy game on the PS3 and all that. Oh man, it was a classic game. I forget. Anyways, that they remade it. All right. There's the NES remix games, the NES remix games. Oh my god, that's been coming out on the Wii lately, the Wii U. I think they're calling this one like NES Ultimate Remix or something. It's coming out December 5th on the Wii U. Like ultimately, who cares? Because the few little good ideas that they have in that game is too far in between, buried in shit that doesn't matter. Like, they could have done so much awesome stuff with the remixes. Like, hey, this is Super Mario, but you're playing, I don't know, Zelda physics, and then the boss is, I don't know, some Punch-Out dude. Like, they could have done so much with that stuff, but it turns out, like, go run to the right for 5 seconds of Super Mario. Yay, you win. Way to go, you passed this challenge. Hey, run to the right and jump over 3 enemies and collect the star. It's so boring. It's so boring. All that stuff. They missed such an opportunity with that. Toad is getting his own game called Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. It's a 4-player game. It looks a lot like the 3D Land and 3D World games, but with Toad. And maybe a little bit more focused on puzzly stuff than platformy stuff. Because the levels looked a little bit smaller too. They showed a lot of them. It's just like a square rotating, and there's like, you can go up and down, but it looks a lot like the 3D World game, just a little less involved, and it looks really cool. You should go check it out. I'll post it on the show notes. Mario Kart DLC pack is coming November 14th. That's next Friday. Not this one. Next one after. And then the second pack will be out in May. If you buy both together as a season pass of sorts, whatever you want to call it, it's cheaper. I think it's like $12 together, maybe like $15 separate, something like that. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. That game looks really sick. I've actually never seen that, and if I have seen it before, I just completely forgot it. But it's cool because it's a little game where Kirby just keeps moving forever. He moves to the right, he rolls. It's like I don't know, he got to put over like a spell or like Rainbow Curse. There you go. He's cursed. Now he's got to spin and he can't stop moving forward. So you can draw on the screen and you draw a rainbow and it kind of like directs him to where you want to go. So like if there's a star up here and he's moving to the right, you can actually like draw around so he can come back around to it. It looks really cool. It's hard to describe, but like I said, he's just rolling forward and you draw. And you're basically drawing platforms. So you can draw a ramp and then he'll jump up, or you can draw a loop-de-loop and he'll loop-de-loop around it. So it looks really cool. And it's also 4 players, which was cool, and they revealed that today for the first time. You play as Waddle Dee, and he's actually just a platforming character. It plays 4 players. The other 3 control him. And Waddle Dee has a couple of cool things he can do, like he can pick up Kirby and help him to get across some stuff. There's also power-ups, so you get like a little shooter thing that you can shoot people with. Because Kirby becomes a tank, so I guess when he becomes a tank, the Waddle Dees also become tanks. So it looks really cool, actually. They also talked about the amiibos, like a lot. They talked about it a lot. And at the end of the day, like, I don't know who really thinks that's cool, because I think that the Spyro stuff, like Skylanders was actually kind of cool, because like your figure is saving all your data in it, and like when you put it down, that thing shows up in the goddamn game. It's like Spyro on the portal, bam, he's in the game. But like you're putting Super Mario in Mario Kart 6 or 8, whatever the hell it is. And when you put that Mario on the tablet, what it does is it gives you a costume for the Mii. So it makes your Mii look like Super Mario. That's all it does in that game. And they showed off some other features about it. It doesn't seem as cool as Skylanders or even Disney Infinity. Even Disney Infinity looks cooler than this. Disney Infinity looks cooler than this. Like, what the hell? I think it's a cool idea. It's awesome, but like it's the lamest implementation Nintendo could have done. It's just so dumb, and there's no reason to have them. All right. Duck Hunt is coming to the Virtual Console, and it said something about needing a certain part attached to your controller or something. Like I hope that you don't need to buy anything additional to play this game. Like you need to buy this part so that you can play all the light shooter games. That would be kind of dumb, but we'll see how that works. They basically brought that up because they brought up the Duck Hunt trailer for Smash Bros. And if you've never seen it, it's pretty awesome. There's a custom Persona Q 3DS coming. It's all purple, and it has all the characters on it, like Teddy. It's the only one I can think of because he looks like a teddy bear. Who else is there? Hatsune? No, not going to come up with anything. Xenoblade Chronicles X is coming to the Wii U next year. So people are going to go crazy for that. That's for sure. Oh, and Persona Q, that's the first Persona game on a Nintendo system. That's some big news because I don't know if you've heard, but Persona Q, it might be Japanese. The 3DS might also be Japanese. And I kind of been hearing that the 3DS is kind of popular in Japan. So I'm sure that game will sell gangbusters over there when it comes out, man. Persona, such a weird series. But out of all the JRPGs, it's a coolest looking one. I've never played it, and I doubt I'll ever play a JRPG ever in my life again. But Persona Q or the Persona series as a whole looks so much cooler than any other JRPG out there. All right. And Splatoon is the last thing they showed off. They revealed that there's a single player campaign in that game, because I was watching the trailer and I was like, why is there enemies everywhere, and like what's going on? So there's a single player campaign of that game, which is interesting and cool. I really hope that game does well, because I want more shooters like that on other systems, and that game looks really dope. If you've never seen it, you're a squid that has the ability to turn into a human, and your guns shoot ink, and you're laying down ink everywhere on the level, and where your colored ink is, you can swim in it. So you can change back into a squid and then swim in it. But if you go into an enemy's ink, you can't swim anymore. So that's pretty cool. And the whole point of the game is to cover the most, I guess. That would be one of the game modes. But you can also shoot at each other, as evident through that single player campaign trailer, because you can shoot things. So I don't know, maybe there'll be a deathmatch mode and a mode where you gotta paint everything over one color. So that's going to be out the second quarter of next year. That was probably the least descriptive that they were about a release date out of everything. They gave either, like, May 2015, or like, it's coming out November, December. But no, this one's just like, second quarter. So I'm not very hopeful that game will actually come out in the second quarter next year. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets pushed back. More Nintendo news. Earlier this week, they said that they would reconsider their stance on region locking. And then they went on this whole diatribe about, like, it would be so much work to change it. And, we got to decide it first. And then once we decided, we got to do all this work to get rid of it. Yeah, because it was so hard to put it in the first place. Right, Nintendo? Because you didn't have it on your systems before. This whole region locking, especially on consoles, I don't think it makes sense anywhere nowadays. But on consoles, I kind of agree. Like, you're not bringing your PS4 in Japan when you're going off to Japan, unless you're a real nerd. You're going to bring a 3DS or a Vita, and then you're going to play that for a little bit and buy your games there. And I think that they should change that. Definitely. Why even have it? But don't pretend that it's going to be hard to do it. Come on, because it wasn't hard to do it last time when you changed your mind from going to no region lock to having a region lock. It's going to be the same thing as it was last time. All right. Drive Club PS Plus Edition delayed until further notice. I honestly do not have that much to say about it, because that game does not look that good, but at the same time, I would play it if I could have it for free. And that PS Plus edition was not the full game, but it had a lot of stuff in there for free. So I'm curious to see if they'll do anything about it. Like, there's no way that they're gonna wait. Like, it's been a year here, you can have it now, because we didn't need to fix the problems with the servers because there's no one playing it anymore. Now, but then when you put it out on PS Plus, everybody's going to be playing it. So it's interesting, that game. I don't know. Like, I don't know what they could do, because I do want a game to play that isn't some downloadable, like, Binding of Isaac. Anyways. The dug up copies of E.T. and other Atari games are up on eBay right now for sale. They're averaging about $60 to maybe $80. So if you go up on eBay.com and you just look up Atari Dig, it'll come up, and you can bid on part of history, I guess. I have an ET mint condition if anybody wants it, instead of buying this dug up one. All right. The PS4 firmware 2.0 apparently broke everything. It broke everything. I did not experience any of this stuff, so I can't really talk about it. But people were saying that the new rest mode was locking their system, and then Sony said, "You gotta hold the button. You gotta hold the power button for 15 seconds." And then I saw a lot of people going like, "I'm holding it. It's not doing anything. Just hold it until it does something." That's what you do with a button that you're supposed to hold. Just hold it. Keep holding it. Keep holding it. Just keep holding it. But yeah, no, I never had that problem. Like, and that was the first thing I did with the firmware. I'm like, holy shit, they called it rest mode. Holy crap. Maybe now they've actually lived up to the promises they made pre-release, and you can turn your system off and turn it back on right into the game. Right into it. But no, it's not like that. And I don't know why they renamed it rest mode. I hope that doesn't mean that they're reconsidering that whole thing, because that's awesome, man. I want to be able to just touch my power button on my PS4. It goes black. Then I come back after work. I push the button. Boom, it's right back into the game I was. That's the ultimate dream right there. The ultimate dream of laziness. I don't have to wait for it to come on and stuff. But anyways, as of this, I wrote this news today, and I said, hey, 2.01 is coming soon, guys. Don't worry about it. But it's already out. It's already out. I really love a lot of the stuff that they did in the firmware. So like when you're streaming, you can now have your party chat included. So let's say I'm streaming Destiny and I'm talking with a party. Now you won't be able to just hear me talking to myself. You'll be able to hear everybody, which is goddamn, finally. They also added some new stuff to the streaming. That's cool. Like, I don't know if the text stuff was there before, but it's there now. You can add a little bar of text at the bottom, like say, hey, you can call me on Skype and this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm playing. It's really cool. What else? Yeah, they haven't done that. What's the network protocol that is missing on the PS4 to have all that media server up and running stuff on? Is it I don't remember, but you need there's a protocol missing from the network on the PS4 that you can't do all that media sharing stuff, and that's not included. I think they patched that in Xbox One. I think you can do that with Xbox One. You couldn't do that when it came out, but I could see that coming down the line. Why not? I did it on the PS3. They were really open with the PS3 stuff. But what else did they add? They added a few other things that I really liked. Can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm going to go look it up. PS4 firmware 2.0, and then go read. I don't want to know about any of the goddamn problems it's been causing. Ugh. Okay. This is great podcasting, by the way. If you ever want to do a fun podcast, just look up things on the internet. What's that red thing in the back? Oh, this? It's a plate. I ate pizza before the show, and I forgot to get rid of it. Oops. All right. But no, the PS4 firmware 2.0 adds a lot of things. Let me see here. Oh yeah, the share play. The share play got patched in there. That's really cool. So what that is you have the ability to share your games to anybody now via the streaming. So it works a lot like on Live would or something like that. Your PS4 becomes a server for your buddy playing your game. So like, let's say your buddy's playing your games, you can't be playing at the same time. But that's really cool. I think that's a cool idea. And yeah, they also made the Live from PlayStation section better. Like I was spending some time on it earlier, and it's really cool. Like it's way better than it used to be. That's for sure. So let's see. So they added share play. Let's see. Oh yeah, YouTube is there now, so you can upload your videos straight to YouTube. Fuck that Facebook noise, man. All right. The themes. The themes, thank God. They added some colors to the existing ones. They all suck. Straight up, they all suck. Don't bother changing the colors. Just get a new theme. I don't know which one I would recommend or suggest, but I would go with the rectangular theme. It's the nicest one. I really like the Destiny one in terms of the noises that it changes, and in terms of the logos are really cool. at the top, but the background images just fuck up everything with that theme. That is just terrible. It's just terrible. You can do picture-in-picture from that light from PlayStation mode now. So if you want to watch 2 streams at the same time, you can. There's a USB music player. I know. It's insane. Actually, here's something that they added that is just... You can pause downloads. Pausing downloads. Yeah. All right. Rudy's saying Destiny theme is better than the game. That's just... Now I know you're just bullshitting and trolling. All right. And that does it for the news, man. So if you want to call in, do so at any time. Wild Matt on Skype. Do it right now if you want to. If you don't want to, that's all right. Cosplay of the week, though, we have one. I figured I might as well do it because Halloween just happened. And that's when costumes also occur. So, bam! Look at this guy. Oops. I should have showed this picture first. Because that's the order it was in. It's the only reason. But, there you go. That's Krang. Krang is pretty awesome. No, the reason I like this guy's costume is the only thing he could have changed about it is get fatter. That's the only thing he could have changed about it. But I really like that he did not go with a suit for his skin. I like that he just used his skin. The tattoo could not be there, but you know that's okay. He's cosplaying. He doesn't need to be right. No, I'm just kidding. There's also some pictures of his ass. If you want to go see that, I didn't feature them. The only reason I didn't is because the back of his costume is really not impressive. It's just it looks like the front. It looks like the front without the part you want to see, anyways, right? So, and I gotta give credit. This guy is Geeman Creative. Geeman Creative. I'll post it in the show notes on the website megascorcher.com. So if you want to go check him out, you can do so. Megascorcher.com. Go check out the show notes for this very episode, number 182. All right, so I'm gonna stay around for a little bit, see if anybody calls me via Skype, and if not, I'll go away, and then you'll never see me again until next week. Yeah. I still don't know about a co-host. I've been trying to talk to Curbs. Honestly, I don't really care. Like, he can reach out to me. I post about the show every week. He can fucking see it. And if he wants to come back, he'll come back. He knows it's always open. I'm not going to say no that if he wants to co-host, but I'm going to try to find somebody else. Like I said last week, I wanted to maybe do a 4-person show. Four, including myself. But yeah, inviting 3 people, maybe even like 6 people in total to come every week. And then I know that some weeks they're not all going to show up. So at least I'll have 1 co-host a week, right? No, but here, like before on the pre-show, we were talking about porn reports or porn search inquiry reports, to be specific. And this is always interesting. It's always fun to look at. This guy took Pornhub's, I guess, data and put it on a map of the United States. I think there's a world map somewhere out there too. It's pretty good, but the United States one is all we need to concentrate on, I guess. And here, I'll do this. I'll capture my window. Dashboard 1. And then go like that. And then like, great podcasting once again. 182, the best show ever. The show has no awkward pauses. I never said the entire show yet. I've never struggled with words yet. I've never stumbled upon anything. Like, greatest show ever, a 182. Mark this down on the calendar. All right. So California's got it down, I gotta say. Asian teen massage, like, there's no complaints there. It's all good. Asian teen massage, no complaints about any of those 3 things. The massage I could go without, but And this is where it gets weird. The top search in Nevada is Anita Queen. And at first I thought that might have been like something racist or something. But no, it's some Czechoslovakian porn star that she's okay. She's all right looking. She's attractive. Then Asian and teen, sure. Teen POV compilation, Oregon. Like, there's some of these that is just hilarious. Like, Idaho compilation cream pie parody. Like, what? So basically, the perfect porn in Idaho is like like The Office, Parks and Recreation, and Seinfeld compilation where Elaine gets cream pied, and like. Okay, well, here I'll go to Texas. Texas is teen. I don't remember what 2 and 3 is. I'll guess. Teen, Texas. Would they be bold enough to have teen and MILF on the same list? Oh yes! Oh, see how I called that one? Yo, you're bold. You're bold, Texas. Teen and MILF in the same list. Progressive. Right here, there's a lot of ebony down here in Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana. And here, I brought this up earlier. The only thing that bothers me about that is that it's called ebony. Like, the fuck? At least Asian is called Asian. They're from Asia. Ebony? The fuck? What? Okay, I'll tell you what ebony is. It's a piece of wood, okay? That doesn't necessarily come from where black people come from. So, black people are originally from, okay? Don't make this all about a race thing, okay? Because white people aren't originally from here either, all right? The cream pies are really good. I like the cream pie states. Indiana, Tennessee, MILF and teen. Like, that's just crazy, man. I can't believe that teen and MILF in the same state. I guess that is probably the top search. That is probably number 1 and 2 in the whole country. Connecticut, MILF. Which one was my favorite state? I had one earlier. Like, Massachusetts is probably one of the weirder ones. Like, ebony hentai porn. Sorry, POV. Like, I don't know how I feel about ebony as a term. And then, like, the weirdest ones, though, I think, is probably Virginia and Kentucky. Because they have hentai as number 1. What? The whole point of hentai is to be weird. So, and then Cream Pie College. So, like, Virginia's top porn would be like a hentai schoolgirl thing set in college where everybody gets cream pied. Awesome. And go Florida. Cream pie teen MILF. Like, I can't believe that out of everything, Florida's the one that probably makes the most fucking sense on this whole list. How did that happen? How did that happen? I'm being serious. Out of all that out of everywhere, Florida's the one that's the most normal one. Okay. So nobody's calling in. It's all good. Calling it quits. 95. 95. Never forget. Never forget 95. There's no reason. Just don't forget it. This is a crappy year. Alright. Maybe do some after showy things. But hey, check out our YouTube. Check out our website, videogamepodcast.com. That's where you can check out all our previous shows and all that good stuff. See ya.